we're gonna play a little world fusion. I'm gonna dig around here in the center of the earth. So I'm gonna pick out 2 different flags from around the world, and you must make a dish that combines 2 totally different cuisines. First flag will be China.
China.
China? Hey, we like that?
I live in San Francisco, which is predominantly Chinese, and I do make a lot of Chinese dishes.
It's gotta be part Chinese and part Greece.
Then he pulls out the flag from Greece. Not my comfort zone.
It's going to be a fusion dish, your best dish, with the cuisine of Greece and the cuisine of China. Feel good about that? I sure do. Chefs to your carts.
Fusion cuisine with Greek and Chinese. This is gonna be a challenge.
30 minutes to shop, prepare, and plate your best dish fusing the flavors of Greece and China. Gonna go 3, 2, 1, go. Oh. On your right, on your right.
Gotcha.
My best dish is a properly cooked protein with properly cooked vegetables and a nice sauce. So I'm gonna go Greek proteins, and then sauce is gonna be a little more Chinese. I'm going straight for the lamb. I know how to cook lamb perfectly. I know that lamb will go really well with goat cheese whey, so I go straight for the goat's milk. Those are my Greek ingredients.
The cheese almost got run over.
Sauce is gonna be a little more Chinese, because for me, Chinese is all about the sauce. It's about the thickness of the sauce. It's about the flavors of the sauce. And then I wanna do an assortment of Chinese and Greek vegetables.
As soon as I hear China, I was thinking egg roll. And then Greece, I'm thinking spanakopita is one of my best Greek dishes, and might as well meld the 2 together. The egg roll wrapper is very similar to the phyllo that spanakopita is wrapped in. I'm gonna roast red bell peppers on the stove to make an awesome roasted red pepper sauce. And I'm using the feta cheese along with pine nuts in my spanakopita. I finally grabbed tahini because it's not only Greek, but it's made out of sesame seeds, which is a common Chinese ingredient. I got this.
Combining Greek and Chinese cuisines, it just doesn't really even make sense to me. In order to not turn this fusion into confusion, I figure I'm just gonna go for what I know. I'm gonna do a Chinese-style fried sea bass. A big part of the Chinese influence on my plate is gonna be this sauce that's gonna coat the fish, and so I grabbed some tamari, a little hoisin sauce. I grabbed quinoa as a replacement for rice because I started thinking that maybe that was a little bit more Mediterranean. To your right, I run to produce and I grab eggplant. I know that they utilize that in both sides, and I can definitely throw this in the dish. I see some beautiful cherry tomatoes. Definitely utilize that in Greek cooking. Knowing the quinoa is by itself, I want to kick that up. Leeks. So I grab some leeks to start caramelizing. Okay.
I want to see both cultures really represented on the plate. Just throwing in rice into a dish and calling it Chinese will not be enough.
What are we into?
I'm making a spanakopita egg roll. The egg roll is Chinese, and then the spanakopita, I don't think you can get Greeker than that. I throw the red peppers on the grill, make myself a bomb diggity little sauce with them. I put the red pepper in the food processor along with onions. Then I put the pimentone in there to give it smoky complexity. I feel like I'm a shoo-in. I know Chinese food, and I know Greek.
I want to do lamb rested in goat cheese whey, a daikon radish and parsnip puree, and then I want to do an assortment of Chinese and Greek vegetables.
So Philip's making his own ricotta, ambitious.
But it'll add that tart like yogurt does or feta does.
I need rennet. Rennet is actually made from the inside of a cow's stomach. It is used to separate the curds from the whey so that I can pull the curds out just to use the whey afterwards. It will have a yogurty kind of funky flavor to it.
I'm gonna do a Chinese-style fried sea bass in a hoisin garlic glaze along with some eggplant. Serve it over a bed of quinoa with some caramelized leeks and tomatoes, bringing in the Greek influence.
You doing good?
Yeah, absolutely. I'm actually about to get these pieces of fish breaded up. We're gonna get them deep fried, try to get them nice and crunchy with the cornstarch before I start making the sauce that I'm gonna tie them together with.
I see the Asian side of it. What's the Greek side?
The Greek side is gonna be the bed of quinoa rather than the rice, and then also the tomato salad.
Okay.
Getting there.
Get these bad boys in the deep fryer. I chop up the spinach and the arugula, and then I mix in the onions, the feta, and the pine nuts. I need to get these rolled up into the egg rolls and into the deep fryer.
4 minutes, chefs. 4 minutes left.
being a stay-home mom. My kids prepare me for anything and everything on a daily basis. If I can take care of 2 toddlers at 44, I can win guys' grocery games.
Got my eggplant over here roasting up. Everything is coming together exactly how I want it.
As we near time to get ready to plate, I know I gotta start working on this sauce. I start sauteing some garlic, get some hoisin sauce in there, hit it with some tamari, then hit it with a little bit of sriracha to make sure that it has a nice little spice to it. I definitely got my inspiration from my mother. She's always worked so hard to take care of my brother and I. So I definitely want to walk away with this $20,000 because I'd like to be able to take my mother to go visit family, either out to Hawaii or possibly even out to the Philippines.
All right. Last time I was here, I only had 1 restaurant. Now I have 2, but I'd like to have 3. Winning today will definitely go a long way towards getting my lease, you know, the insurance, all that kind of stuff, kind of getting started. Beautiful, absolutely gorgeous. Lamb comes out of the oven, cooked perfectly. Let that rest in a little bit of the whey from the goat cheese. Daikon puree into the blender. I want to do fennel 2 different ways. One, just straight on, I want to burn it. The other way, I want to shave it. I want to go into ice water so that it crisps up. And Chinese long beans. We do a little bit of rice vinegar. We do some sambal. And I get that on the grill.
1 minute.
Tahini straight from the jar on Tanya's station right to the plate.
Oh, see, I want lemon juice in there.
Yeah.
I lay out my plates and I put a little bit of tahini on there and then the roasted red pepper sauce. This is Chinese and Greek all day long. I just hope that the judges like it.
30 seconds.
The Chinese aspect of this plate, totally comfortable. The Greek influence, I'm not totally sure that it's represented. However, time is running out and I gotta just do what I gotta do.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, stop.
Woo! Tanya, right off the bat, you really hit the theme of this challenge right on the head. I don't think I would have been able to tie those 2 things together so clearly.
Thank you.
The condiments sort of got derailed a little bit. The pepper sauce is a little chunky. Maybe a sauce that would adhere more to the spanakopita, but really well done.
Okay.
Chef Tanya, for the tahini, I wish that you had done more to it, which would have been to add water and lemon juice so that it was dippable. Because tahini straight is thick like peanut butter and just needs liquidity.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you. The judges said that they wanted a dip, but I nailed it on playing the game. I am hoping it's enough.
Next up, Chef Reno.
Reno, the sauce is killer on your eggplant. The sweet from the hoisin and the sriracha heat, I totally want to keep eating this and I want to go back to this Chinese restaurant. This is a delicious dish.
Thank you.
Reno, the eggplant perfectly cooked, works beautifully with the fish, but we're still in China here. So I go over to my quinoa and I don't really buy that this is Greek. And then I also don't know that these really go with one another.
Knowing what's at stake and knowing how close I am to moving on to the next round, I'm just hoping that that Chinese side of the plate can definitely hold me through.
Last but not least, Chef Philip.
Chef Philip, sometimes when you show off too much, you might fall off the cliff. But you have shown off and it's working. This parsnip and daikon puree is earthy and works with a gamey meat like lamb. But my long beans are a little too charred, like that's over caramelized.
Philip, I could actually assign the culture from which each one of these ingredients came. And so I think that you played the game. And you played it with subtlety and with finesse.
Thank you. A good dish melds flavors.
Chefs, return to the kitchen. We'll call you back when we have a decision. Thank you. Thank you, judges. Let's bring the chefs back in, please. And the chef that will be checking out will be Chef Reno.
Chef Reno, we felt like you brought China alive and well. We were looking for Greece. We couldn't see it as much as we wanted.
Hi, brother.
Thanks
a lot, man.
All right. Knowing that I still made some good food, I just didn't hit the mark on the exact challenge, you know, I can still walk out of here with my head high. Don't know where it's heading now, but everything happens the way it's supposed to. Keep an eye out.
Hi everyone, make sure you subscribe to Food Network UK where you can see loads more shows and loads of different recipes.